A welterweight meet down meet that I think might steal the show. This might be on a fight card that is pretty much stacked with low-key bangers. This one might be my most anticipated. We got Max Payne Griffin, the always tough levels test for all of these guys. 19-9 coming up against the very hyped up Mike Mo, aka Michael Morales, and the hype is real. I mean, this guy is getting finish after finish. He's already 2-0 in the UFC and picked up gnarly finishes over Trevin Giles and Adam Fugit, who are decent fighters. They're good fighters to introduce yourself to the UFC, but he's coming up and taking his 14-0 record against Max Payne Griffin, who, although he's 7-7 in the UFC, he's won four of his last five, and is, you can argue, peaking kind of, because that one loss was a very controversial split decision to Neil Magny. So it can be argued that Max Payne is on a beautiful 5-fight win streak, and in that win streak, he picked up wins over Hamiz Brahimaj, Song Kenan. He got absolutely slept, and he beat Carlos Condit and Tim Means as well. So Max Payne really getting better the later his career goes, but it is going kind of late, right? Because he's 37 years old and he's taken on this absolutely hungry killer from Ecuador who is a spry 24 and will have a height and reach advantage. So, what are your thoughts on this one, Meat Boy? Max Payne is obviously the dog. He's about 2-1 of an underdog. Mike Mo is minus 220 ish. So, you taking Mike Mo or are you going to roll with Max Payne?
Yeah, this is actually a very fun fight because this is a big level test for Mike Mo. But I think he is that guy. I think he's gonna get it done. I like him in this fight, but it will not surprise me whatsoever if Max Payne gets it done. Because like you said, Max Payne was looking pretty darn sharp even with that that loss. So this is gonna be a good one. I'm excited to see and. It's going to be a crazy fight, I think. I think this is going to be an all-out war for at least one or two rounds, but I could see a finish. I don't know if it's going to go decision, but I like the finish in this one.
Yeah, I see it the same way in that this thing is going to be back and forth. It's going to be crazy high octane action, and perhaps that does result in somebody getting slept. That wouldn't be the craziest thing to me at all. But of the Tapology, Meat Boy, 89% is rolling with Mike Mo. Most of it is Brown. They think that Max Griffin will get slept by those meat bombs, and only 11% is rolling with Max Payne Griffin. But one thing that I keep looking at me in this fight is the level of competition that both of these guys has faced, because while Mike Moa has really impressed throughout his early UFC career and even before, I mean, he was fighting a lot of guys who he was clearly better than. And I just look at Max Payne's resume and the dudes he's been in there with: Chidian Joe Kuwani, Colby Covington, Mike Perry, Zalim Imadaev, Alex Morono, Hamiz Brahimaj, and then all those recent wins. Like, the dude has been in there against the toughest of the tough guys already. So is there any chance that Griffin makes this thing ugly? He pushes him up against the apex small cage, maybe wrestles a lot. Any chance that Morales gets bullied in this one if he's not able to sleep him with those sniping punches?
Yeah, I could totally see that. I mean, he's 37. He's been in the UFC for a while. Like you said, he's fought the best of the best. This kid, he's 24 years old. There's no way at 24 you already fought the best of the best. So it goes, classic matchup. The youth stud versus the experienced vet. Who's gonna win? I'm not sure, but I do like Michael in this. I think he is the real deal, and this is the perfect test to test it on. If he can get through him flying colors, we're looking at a top five, potential champ. If he can't get versus Max, get back to the line. He'll be around. He's young. He's 24. So either way, I'm excited. I hope Max wins, but I think Michael's gonna get it done.
Yeah, I buy that for sure. The matchmaking is great. It kind of reminds me of from last weekend, Phil Rowe going against Neil Magny, and that fight was super close and kind of unfolded in a strange way. I didn't anticipate that much the fight playing out that way, but nonetheless, a perfect levels test, and Max Payne is on a super high level. So, in this one, me, it wouldn't surprise me if Mike Mo goes out there and just stiffens Max Griffin early and often, but I'm going to take Max Griffin. I think that there's some value at plus 210, plus 220 of a dog for Max Payne Griffin. And I don't know, I just like him to be able to survive those early dangerous moments and utilize his veteranship and be able to just kind of outlast Mike Morales. Because I want to see what Mike Morales against a super tough guy looks like late into contests, which is something we haven't yet seen throughout his UFC tenure. So I'm going to take Max Payne. I'm going to take Max Payne by decision, but it's a tough one for me. Any other thoughts?
No, love that. The throwing comments, who you taking? You taking Mr. Payne or Michael Morales?